Welcome to the Shroud of the Avatar Scene Jam Week 3 winners. Had some excellent entries this week, and we'll jump right into them. In third place, we have Monsoon. He did a great job with his mountains, just the views from where you start. You can see over the cities, and you can see as you're approaching the cities. He had, again, great texturing. There were a few little things that probably knocked him down and knocked him out of second or first place, including the scale felt weird to everybody in terms of, like, walking through this, it felt like we were a little gnome or something. I'm not even sure what, but just felt too big in parts. I think he probably stretched some things up to make it fit across his terrain. But a good job there. You can see of, like, melding the textures from the bridge into the ground. Nicely spaced. It's not huge. Those are showing off some empty lots there. It's not huge, but it's a good size. He added a little bit of audio to it as well, just give it a little bit of life. Not too much though. It's got a pretty well-defined central town square. I forget what the total number of houses on it were, but it was around 30 houses. Oh, there's a bell. Overall, very good, and not super fond of the houses they put down there, since they're not ours, but that's fine. Down here, he actually shows... Oh, this is going down to the river, and you can see the town from another angle. Oh, there's one of our houses. And again, great job and good performance all the way through. Never had any nasty hitches or low frame rate areas. And it felt like a pretty believable town. Right here along the river. And even a few little detail items like a boat down here. The little boat goes up and down while you sit in it. So, on to the second place winner. We've got Carl and Archer, another fan favorite and a big poster. He has done a great job on everyone he's entered into. He throws up these little text things. There's actually got a little story that he tells. He's got interesting music. He's got background sounds. He has just lots of points of interest. Nothing ever really stands out as looking horrible. This is coming up to the town so you can see the approach. Did a great job with the fogs that you can just barely make things out as you approach the town. Town looks defended just like you'd expect. It's got towns. He's got like fields outside the town, so you can actually imagine that they're growing their own food outside the town. The cornfields are fun to run through, by the way. So fun I almost wanted to stop and go try to make a level with a bunch of cornfields in it. And here we go up into town. Again, continuing his story, he also included a nice PDF talking about story stuff and extending things. This is coming up on his main city square. Interesting music playing. But he did a good job with pretty much everything in the whole scene. It's well-defined. He's got all the stores in there. He's got... Nothing really jumps out as horrible or hideous, and, you know, no poorly done terrain or nothing out of place. He also did not make it too large, so it feels like you can get from any place in the town to any other place in the town in a matter of 30 seconds or so. You can also see he has the lots, although he didn't put up fences to define them, they're pretty clearly defined and that all the houses have the appropriate space. And as I always recommend, he's got quite a few things in here that are moving with the smoke. You can see the windmill off in the distance there. Grass and trees move a little bit. And as many people did, he included pumpkins. I guess everybody wanted a Halloween thing. Alright guys, on to the winner. So the winner was extremely well done. It's Peter and Bill. Dallas is looking up his name, but I believe it's Netnut is Peter's forum name. They did a great job just with the texturing, with building everything out. Their vistas are great. They've got like little castles on distant hills. They've got nice snow-capped mountains. The road is well defined here. Your path up is clear. They marked it with lanterns. They've got some nice camera effects going on too. I think, again, it's not too hard. You can just add a flare to your light. They also have a few full screen effects that I think that they dropped on there that come with Unity Pro. But it's a nice, quaint little town and nicely done houses. Everything's fairly well spaced. You can imagine this being an actual village in the game. Oh, they're showing off the little mountain castle in the distance. Just everything in it feels very believable. Well spaced. The town feels like it's not huge, but it's somewhat defended. The buildings are kind of how you'd expect them. The roads clearly define the path through town. And the town square we just went through is obvious that it's town square, but there's not too much to it. Like I said, just overall extremely well done. And actually, when we did our scoring for these two, the score was 93 to 93 with Carlin's level tied. And I'll show you in a second what broke the tie for us. And again, just showing off how nicely done everything is here. Detail on the grass, good frame rate. So here's what broke the tie for us, is they included the same level at night version, where they just put in a lot of detail, and you can see they've got wind sound effects. They've got lightning and thunder in it. Trees all blowing crazy like you might expect at night with this much wind. They do some nice camera effects as well, in terms of using, I always call them God rays, I think sunbeams, whatever you want to call them there, but you can actually see the sunbeams generated by the trees, and there we go. Just all extremely well done. And the same town as they used for the daytime version, just with a few changes to it. And again, it still feels very, very believable. So great work, guys. Look forward to surprising you with our 4th challenge.